Welcome back to the year 1985 as we continue our look at the G.I. Joe toy line by Hasbro. Last time, we began our look at the Series 4 figures with the G.I. Joe Hostile Environment Specialist, Airtight. This time, however, we're jumping over to Cobra in a totally different kind of hostile environment, the unforgiving Arctic Circle. Even in these harsh conditions, Cobra's Polar Assault Troopers, codenamed Snow Serpents, are ready to go. And today, we'll be taking a look at the Cobra Snow Serpent, here on Creed's Collection. Hey, welcome back to another episode of Creed's Collection. Today we're taking a look at the Snow Serpent, Cobra's Polar Assault Trooper from the 1985 G.I. Joe toy line by Hasbro. The Snow Serpent is Cobra's first Polar Trooper, and it's actually one of my absolute favorite figures in the whole G.I. Joe toy line. Snow Serpents are the Arctic Specialist branch of the Cobra Eels, so they must complete eel training as well as a 6-month cold weather course somewhere above the Arctic Circle. So the Snow Serpents are the most hardcore Cobra troops released up to this point. And now that we've covered a little bit about the background of the Snow Serpents, I can't wait to show you this toy, so let's dive in. We'll start off with a close-up of the face mask to show the detail. It's kind of hard to read because it's so dark, but I really like G.I. Joe figures with face masks on. As we pull back, you can see that there's a lot of great detail on this figure, and he's in pretty good shape. I'm happy that he's barely yellowed at all, the way most white toys tend to do. And now that we're taking a closer look at the front here, I just want to point out how nice the harness looks, as well as the fur around his collar and on his forearms. Excellent details. The Cobra symbol is still crisp and clear, and the backside of him still looks pretty good as well. Overall, I'm really happy with how well this toy is held up. Another reason I love the Snow Serpent so much is because of all his amazing gear. He comes with snowshoes, a backpack, a parachute, an AK-47, and an anti-tank missile launcher. That is amazing. We'll start by taking a closer look at the snowshoes. I think these have a great sculpt, and as you can see they have a peg right in the middle for popping it into the bottom of the foot. Right here you can see that all G.I. Joes have a peg hole in the bottom of their foot, so you could put this snowshoe on anybody, but it just pops in like so. The little tabs on the side keep it from swinging back and forth. Next we'll take a look at his parachute accessory. I did color that middle section black with a Sharpie as a child. That was just something I did. I like to personalize my G.I. Joes, give them more detail. And this little buckle on the back, this is how you put it around his waist. It just pops in like so. Moving right along, here is Snow Serpent's backpack. It's pretty great because there's a tab on the side here where you can actually hook his anti-tank missile launcher on so he can wear all his gear at the same time. Before I show that though, I just want to show the universal peg system for G.I. Joe backpacks. It's that easy, you just plug it in. And as for the missile launcher, here it is. It is an EK-99 anti-tank missile. I googled it, it's a real weapon. I like that it's got the mortar style arm so you can get sweet poses like this out of it. And on the side here, there's the hole I was talking about, which allows you to easily tap it into the backpack, like so, giving Snow Serpent a really awesome geared up look. The last accessory included with Snow Serpent is this AK-47 assault rifle, another real world weapon. And once again, I colored this magazine black with a Sharpie when I was a kid to give it extra detail. Alright, here he is, totally geared up, the Snow Serpent, with his backpack, missile launcher, AK-47, parachute, and snowshoes. This figure is fantastic, one of my favorite Cobra troops by far. We'll take a quick look at the articulation of the Snow Serpent. Bendable knees to about a 90 degree, ball joint hips that have a little bit of play here. The waist is segmented and gives a little bit of flex with a rubber band inside. The shoulders can swivel up and out, and at the bicep there's also swivel arm battle grip. The neck also has the ball joint added in Series 4, so not only can they look left and right, but up and down as well. And that covers G.I. Joe articulation. On the inside of Snow Serpent's left thigh is his copyright information, 1985 Hasbro, and on his lower back, made in Hong Kong. Here's Snow Serpent's file card. If you'd like to read it, pause now. And now for our He-Man size comparison. The 3 3/4 inch G.I. Joe figures are much smaller than He-Man, but as I've said many times, I enjoy crossing these two lines over. It was always fun having G.I. Joe figures explore the giant Castle Grayskull. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my toy review for the Cobra Snow Serpent from the 1985 G.I. Joe toy line by Hasbro. There was no skit in this week's review because I really couldn't think of anything funny about this figure. All I did was marvel at how much I like him and how detailed and amazing he is. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a thumbs up, and if you have any thoughts, please leave a comment. I love reading and responding to them. And while you're at it, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it, and it would help my channel grow. I review a toy from my vintage collection every Wednesday, so I hope to see you next week and every week after, here on Creed's Collection.